You have purchased one of the finest engineered, designed, and manufactured above-ground swimming pools in the market today. Your swim and play pool is designed to give you many years of enjoyment and relaxation in the comfort of your own backyard. The installation of this pool is not difficult. Follow the simple assembly steps as we show them to you. Line up your pool cartons. Notice that one of the cartons is marked with an "Open this carton first" label. This carton contains the assembly instructions, packing list, warranty card, and the self-adhesive "Do Not Dive" warning labels. Let's take a look at the assembly instructions. Each step is clearly shown and written in an easy-to-read manner for an easy installation. The packing list is a breakdown of all the parts for the pool contained in each carton. Parts are illustrated and identified by part number, description, and quantity for your pool. Let's get started. First, select the proper pool location. Choose a location in your yard that best fits with your landscaping ideas, keeping in mind that the area should be level, firm, and away from trees and overhead wires. It should be convenient to an electrical outlet and water supply. Keep the pool away from existing structures such as your house, garage, or any other condition that might encourage diving. Remember, your pool is approximately 4 feet deep and is not designed for diving or jumping. Check your local building codes when selecting your pool site. Do not install your pool over any septic tanks or any underground utilities. Here are some of the tools and materials that you will need. Once you have read the instructions and selected the pool location, it is time to get a friend to help. The installation of an average-size pool normally requires 2 to 3 people. Step 1. Preparing the ground. Mark the center line of the ground with string by driving the stake in the ground at one end of the pool location. Measure down the center line the entire length of the pool and drive another stake into the ground and tie a string from one end stake to the other. For identification, these 2 stakes are referred to as stake A. Measure in from the 2 end stakes, 1/2 the pool width, and drive your 2 center stakes into the ground. These are referred to as stake B. Using the chart in the Preparing the Ground section of your instructions, measure in from each stake B the additional offset distance for your pool size. You may mark this spot. Mark the outside side of your pool by measuring out from the 2 offset points 1/2 the pool width plus 3 feet on each side. Drive a stake on each side. These are referred to as stake C. This must be done at a 90-degree angle to the center line of the pool. To ensure your 90-degree angle, measure from stake A to stake C on both sides of the pool. These measurements should all be equal. This area is where the buttresses braces of the pool will lie. Compare all of the measurements from stake to stake with measurements in the instructions diagram. Measure out from the center stakes 1/2 the pool width plus 6 inches. Mark the outside of the area using chalk, flour, or spray paint. Step 2. Leveling the ground. Using a shovel, remove all grass within the pool area. Nail the end of a 2x4 onto the center stake. The 2x4 should be long enough to extend from the center stake to the outside of the clearance radius. And with the use of a level on top of the 2x4, work the 2x4 around the pool area in a circular manner, leveling the area as you go along. Repeat this process on the center stake. Do not fill in low areas. Dig away high areas for a solid, firm foundation. Pay special attention to the outer area, as this is where the pool frame will rest. Rake the entire area, removing any sticks, stones, or debris. Step 3. Assembling the bottom straps. Assemble the bottom straps together with the hardware provided. Make sure to insert the hex head bolt from the top, leaving the nut and expose ends of the bolt thread on the bottom of the strap. Bolt on buttress bottom plate and the buttress brace bracket onto the ends of the bottom strap. This time inserting the bolts in from the bottom so that the plates will lay flat onto the patio blocks that will be installed later. Step 4. Bottom rail and strap layout. Lay out the strap assemblies across the width of your pool. The first strap should start on top of the offset line from C to C. The measurement from one strap to another must be 48 inches. Drive a stake in on the edge of the straps to prevent them from moving. Using another stake and a string, make sure that the ends of the straps are even and straight. Form the two end semicircles by sliding the long bottom rail groove facing up into the bottom plates. Leave a 1/16 inch distance between the end of the rail and the rail stop in the bottom plate. Install the short bottom rails groove up on the straight side of the pool. Install the transitions rails at the 4 points connecting the straight side rails to the round rails. Measure out from the 2 center stakes to each plate, making sure that all measurements are equal. Stake the outside of the ring to prevent it from moving while assembling the pool. Install patio blocks under each bottom plate and the outside ends of the strap assembly. Mark the location of each plate and install a patio block by digging down so that the top of the patio block is at ground level. Check the levelness by using the 2x4 from the center stake to each patio block, and from block to block. Bring the required amount of pre-washed sand or sifted earth inside the pool area at this time. Do not damage the bottom rail assembly. Step 5. Insert the wall into the bottom rail. Do not attempt to install the wall on a windy day. Unbox the wall on a 4x4 piece of plywood. Determine the location of your filter, as the filter inlet and outlet holes are at the beginning of the wall. Note the "This End Up" label on the wall. At the top is where the filter inlet and outlet holes are scored. Start inserting the wall into the bottom rail in the center of a bottom plate. Continue inserting the wall into the bottom rails all the way around the pool until the wall ends meet. If the wall ends don't meet, don't panic. Simply readjust the rails, spacing evenly in each of the bottom plates, and align the wall ends. A screwdriver can be used to help align the wall ends. Step 6. Closing the wall. There are 2 types of wall closure systems: 4-bar wall closure system and the recessed posi-lock system. If your pool wall has the 4-closure bar system, follow these steps. Secure the wall ends together simply by inserting the truss head screws from inside the pool through the holes in both ends of the wall and securing with the serrated flange nut on the outside of the pool. Make sure that all the holes have a screw and nut. Tighten each bolt to 85 inch-pounds. If no torque wrench is available, tighten each nut until snug, then tighten an additional half turn. Over-tightening the nuts could fracture the bolt and could also result in pool failure. If your pool wall has the recessed posi-lock system, follow these steps. Align the recess of the washers with the recess of the wall. One washer is used inside the pool and one on the outside. Secure the wall ends together simply by inserting the truss head screws from inside of the pool through the inside washers, the holes in both ends of the wall, and the outside washers. Secure with the flange nut on the outside of the pool. Make sure that all the holes have a screw, washers, and nut and are tightly secure. Tighten each bolt to 85 inch-pounds. If no torque wrench is available, tighten each nut until snug, then tighten an additional half turn. Over-tightening the nuts could fracture the bolt and could also result in pool failure. Step 7. Protect your liner. Once the wall is closed and the screws and nuts are tightened securely, cover the screw heads on the inside of the pool with duct tape from the top of the wall to the bottom. If the cutouts for the through-the-wall filter inlet and outlet are not going to be used, tape over the pre-scored area on the inside of the pool. Assemble buttresses. Pre-assemble the buttress brace brackets to buttress post. Attach the buttress post to the buttress bottom plate and secure tightly. Assemble the buttress brace to the bracket on the outside end of the strap and the bracket assembled to the buttress post. Tighten all hardware securely. It is best to install the buttress top plate to the buttress post using one screw at this time to support the wall. Step 9. Recheck your work. Check your measurements by remeasuring from the center of the two center stakes around the semicircle ends, and check that all measurements are equal. Check again that the side of the pool is straight and that the measurement from strap to strap is 48 inches. Step 10. Hold-down sheets. Install the hold-down sheets on the inside of the pool along the straight side. Simply press the lip edge of the sheet into the bottom rail in the same manner as you installed the wall. There should be an approximate space of 12 inches between each hold-down sheet. This will prevent the straight sides of your pool from lifting up. Through-wall skimmer. If the through-the-wall skimmer inlet and outlet holes are to be used, simply break the perforations by using a knife and a hammer. If you have the standard through-the-wall skimmer, cut only the inside square area of the perforations. If you have the wide mouth through-the-wall skimmer, cut the entire area. Earth mound. Using the pre-washed sand or sifted earth, cover all strap assemblies and hold-down sheets. Build the earth mound around the inside base of the pool wall. Shape the earth mound to reach 8 inches up the wall and 8 inches towards the center of the pool. Evenly spread the remaining sand or earth around the pool floor to eliminate any peaks or valleys in the base. Dampen the sand in the pool base with a hose to prevent it from moving while installing the liner. There are several types of liners available, two of which